All right, so Teddy was improving his physique, and as he put on muscle, and as he got more active, and he went outside, and he started playing with other kids. He started boxing, and a magical thing happened. All of his ailments, all of his asthma, all that stuff just went away. And it kind of shows you that when you really do improve your physical body, you make it a stronger thing, okay? And I don't know if that's just because he grew out of it or if he literally grew himself out of it. But, all right, so he graduates from high school, technically, but it's home school. And then he goes straight to Harvard University. And he spends 4 years there, and then he graduates. And he becomes, right out of Harvard, a New York state legislator, okay? So he's got his first job. He's making laws for New York State. And he gets married. His wife gets pregnant. His father dies while he was in Harvard, and that really crushed him. But while his wife was pregnant, his mom got sick as well. And so his mom moved into his mansion, and they were all living together while he took care of his mom. So on the day that his wife was to give birth, she had already gone into labor. His mother died. And so Teddy had to suck it up, and he went into the bedroom where his wife was giving birth. And while she was giving birth, his wife died on the same day. Mom and wife. So Teddy basically has a nervous breakdown at this point, which I don't blame him. He takes the new baby girl, hands it to his sister, and says, I can't deal with this right now. Okay? You raise her. I'm going out west to be a cowboy. So anyway, he moves out to the Dakota Territories, and he's going on a massive adventure. Now, Teddy Roosevelt realized from a young age what his goal in life would be. He wanted to be the most powerful, the best, the most important man that ever lived. That was his goal in life. That's a pretty big goal, okay? So he's got a lot of different parts in his life. Now, one thing that Teddy recognized from a young age, okay, is that people would read about him in history books. If he's going to be the biggest, best man in the world, he's going to be in the history books. So he wanted to document his life. And every time he did something, he actually would have photographers with him, taking pictures. So before he left to go out west, he went to a photography studio in New York City, and they put a little backdrop behind him, and he's holding his custom shotgun there. And he actually had a $10,000 custom knife made for him by Tiffany's. And if you don't know who Tiffany's is, it's basically the biggest jeweler company in the world, okay? So this is not your average Western hunter, okay? So he moves out west. He gets all custom clothes made for him, okay? This is Teddy the hunter, Teddy the cowboy, and he tries to go on a buffalo hunt, okay? But after 3 weeks of tracking buffalo with a guide, he found one buffalo. And that's because of the massive buffalo slaughters of the 1880s, okay? And this one buffalo was sick, so Teddy didn't even shoot it. And Teddy gets a ranch out there, he gets cattle, and he becomes a real cowboy, okay, for about 2 years. But what cut it short is that there was a massive blizzard for about 2 weeks, and there was something like 40 feet of snow, and all of his cows froze to death. So after that, he said, okay, I can do one of two things here. I can either buy all new cows and try this again, or I can go back to New York City, and I can become a public servant again, and I can raise my daughter. And that's what he chose to do. So if it wasn't for this blizzard, Teddy Roosevelt might never have been president, okay? So he goes back, and he serves in 1889 on the Civil Service Commission. This is the commission that gives tests to people in order to get a job. Y'all remember the civil service, right? It's the opposite of the spoil system. He leaves there, and he is the New York City Police Commissioner in 1895. He is in charge of the entire police force in New York City. Then he becomes, in 1897, Assistant Secretary of the Navy, which is second in charge of the entire United States Navy. Every job he got, he excelled at, and he did better and better and better. And he always moved up in life until he became the President of the United States. The next section, the next video is going to be about the Spanish-American War.